After the incident in the old wing, I tried to convince myself it was stress, lack of sleep, maybe even mild hallucinations. But deep down, I knew the truth. Something in the old wing noticed me, and it wasn't done. Strange symptoms. 2 nights after I found my name in the patient files, the symptoms began. At exactly 3:11 a.m., I woke up gasping for air. My room was pitch black, but I felt someone standing beside my bed. Not moving, not breathing, just watching. When I turned on the lamp, there was nothing there, but my bed sheets were pulled tight, as if someone had been gripping them. The next morning, I noticed something worse. A long, thin scratch running from my shoulder to my chest, almost surgical, as if a scalpel had traced along my skin. I didn't sleep at all the next night.
Dr. Rayner appears. During my next shift, I asked an older nurse a question I shouldn't have asked. Did anyone ever work here named Dr. Rayner? The nurse instantly stopped writing. Her face drained of color. She whispered, "You shouldn't speak that name in this building." Then she walked away, leaving her clipboard behind. On the top page, I noticed something terrifying. The same signature from the old wing files, Dr. Rayner, dated that same day, yet no one in the hospital claimed to know him.
Locked inside the old wing again. 2 days later, my supervisor told me to deliver a package to record storage. Except the location on the form led to the old wing. I tried to refuse. He insisted. He said the door would be unlocked for me. When I arrived, the door to the old wing was already wide open. Lights on, hallway empty. But something was different. The air was warm, like someone had been living in there. Then I heard a loud metallic slam behind me. The door had closed, locked, again. I tried my phone, no signal, just like last time, except this time, I didn't feel alone. I felt surrounded. The moving shadows. As I walked down the hallway, I saw shadows moving across the walls, but there were no bodies casting them. Long, thin shadows stretching across the corridor, sliding along the ceiling, creeping around corners. They moved like they were searching for something. Or someone. I ducked into a nearby room, the old psychiatric ward, and hid behind a rusted bed frame. From there, I saw something through the window in the door. A figure walking slowly down the hall. Tall, bent forward, dragging one foot. Its head tilted at an unnatural angle, like its neck couldn't support it. Every light flickered as it passed. When it reached the records room, it stopped, opened the door, and went inside. Just like it was checking files. Just like it was updating them. Just like a doctor would. I knew then, Dr. Rayner was not a human. He never was.
The basement stairs. I waited until the hallway was clear, then ran in the opposite direction. The emergency exit was blocked by a mound of old hospital beds piled against the door. The only path left was a stairwell leading down to the basement. The sign above the stairwell read, "Morgue, authorized personnel only." I had no choice. As I descended, the temperature dropped rapidly. My breath turned white. Spaces felt narrower, ceiling lower. The basement lights were off, but a faint glow came from deeper inside, a room at the far end of the corridor. A room I'd never seen before. A room that wasn't on any hospital map. The sign above it said, "Patient Processing Unit, R. Rayner." My blood rained cold.
Inside the forbidden room. The room was filled with tables, old monitors, and thousands of files stacked to the ceiling. But the worst part was the walls. Dozens of Polaroid photos pinned in rows. Each one showed a patient lying in a hospital bed, eyes wide open, staring directly into the camera. Some faces were blurred. Some were scratched out. Some had no eyes at all. Then I saw my own photo, pinned dead center, except it looked like it had been taken while I was sleeping, in my own room. The timestamp was from the previous night. I felt a presence behind me. A cold hand rested on my shoulder, and a voice whispered, "I told you, I've been preparing you." Dr. Raynor reveals himself. I turned around slowly. A tall figure stood behind me, wearing a decayed doctor's coat. Hands long and almost bone-thin, skin stretched too tightly across his skull. His eyes were completely black, no whites, no pupils, just darkness. And when he opened his mouth, it didn't move naturally. It split, from the corners first, then wider, almost to his ears. He leaned forward and said, "Your symptoms are progressing faster than expected, Daniel. You're almost ready." I backed away. He stepped closer. Every flickering light in the room synced with his breathing, slow, heavy, unnatural. I asked, trembling, "Ready for what?" His answer, "Admission."
Escape. He reached for me, his hand cold like metal. I grabbed a metal tray from a table and smashed it into his face. He staggered but didn't scream, didn't react like a human. Instead, he calmly straightened his neck with a loud cracking sound and whispered, "Don't make this difficult." I ran, up the stairs, down the hallway, past flickering lights, past empty rooms. Behind me, I heard slow footsteps.
Not rushing, not running, just walking. Confident I couldn't escape. But then, as I reached the main door, every light shut off, except the one bulb above the exit. I sprinted toward it, and this time the door opened. I ran into the new wing, collapsing onto the floor. Doctors rushed to me, asking what happened. But when I looked back, the door to the old wing was closed, dark, silent, like nothing had ever happened. The final sign. I took a week off work, but yesterday, a letter arrived under my apartment door. A hospital envelope, no return address. Inside was a single sheet of paper with one sentence, "Admission date confirmed," and under it, my signature, written in handwriting that wasn't mine.